That's what I say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our best performance definitely is the Bonsmara.
Oh, I have to.
We took 15 out yesterday from the best performers.
Okay.
They average 2 kg average daily gain per day. We mostly feed them 80% grain,
80% grain.
10% concentrate, and then 10% roughage, which would be the grass.
And
We have some blue buffalo
good buffalo.
and Harbour bales.
And that's mainly meant to bulk them up.
Yeah, the grain makes them, how can I say, a bit more fattened. And the concentrate and the rest of the things, you know, it helps a bit with the rest of the diet. Concentrate, as we use, it's HPK 30.
SPK 30.
Yeah, so it's a irium balanced mineral diet. So it would be like the vegetables in your daily meal, you can basically say.
So you say.
Yeah, and we have the molasses powder.
Molasses powder.
The syrup is better, but
Yeah.
we use the powder itself in a, let's say a mix for 1 ton. Then we use 50 kg. So 2 of these bags, then it'd be more or less 5% of everything. And then we get the,
It's a feed line.
what the feed lamb does is, because we're feeding them a very dense diet, they get runny stomachs.
Oh.
So this one is like, just helps a bit for the stomach. Sure. Yeah. My wife quickly went to fetch the lumpy. Less on 200 now.
Oh. Jesus.
Each kraal can take 150. And
Okay.
there's 10 kraals in this row
Yeah.
and 10 kraals on that side. But because of this lumpy skin disease, it's moving a bit slower than we anticipated. So this would be the end result of our, how can I say, feed. Just excuse the flies. We hanged a few fly traps here, but it's summer season. It's the end of the summer, so it'll get better soon.
Okay.
So this would be their morning diet, and then they get the afternoon diet as well.
So you say.
Yeah, so they get we work on an average of 3.6% body mass. We feed them per cow. So if there's 90 in a kraal and they're averaging 400 kg, you just take 400 kg, you get 3.6% for that,
Yeah.
and then times it by 90 cattle,
Exactly.
or 150 cattle. Then you can average on how much you can feed them a day. So then you don't feed too much,
Yeah.
like once, because you can see the rain is coming.
Exactly.
And they eat it done, and then you can feed a second round.
Exactly.
You know, the cheapest cattle and the skinniest cattle are always the best to feed. They give the most money.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our best performance definitely is the Bonsmara.
Oh, I have to.
No, these that I took out that was averaging 2 kg a day, they were averaging 2.5 daily gain.
Exactly.
So they just in a better class.
Bonsmara.
Yes.
Do you have some Bonsmara here?
Yes, I do.
Jesus.
This is also from our own
Farm?
farm, the Brahman. Yeah, because it had the horns and it's a bit too high on the legs.
Exactly.
We decided to put it in the feedlot.
Oh.
Yeah, some of those bulls are up for sale.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a new crowd. They only recently came, so they're only here for 2 weeks now.
It's just something about Bonsmara. I love. This is in there. This is awesome. This is really awesome. Thank you very much.
There's no problem. Now these are closer to slaughter date.
Okay.
They've been in here, some of them for 2 months now.
Mm.
I don't really mix them. You know, new ones with old ones, because there's a hierarchy. So the older, bigger ones, you know, they're established dominant.
Okay.
If you throw 20 new ones in, so it takes a week or 2 for them to get used to each other. So they don't really pick up that fast as if when they know each other.
So you say. So how can I say criteria you consider when you're buying tollies, or let me just say cattle for meat purposes?
It depends on, you know, what you market for. If it's for breeding and for bulls and everything, you know, bull, if you look at them, I always look at the depth and the stomach. You look at a broad head, you look at a straight head, it shouldn't go skew or anything. Like with the Bonsmara, some people say, you know, they don't want a pink nose, they want a black nose on it, but that doesn't really matter for me. You look at the, you know, the penis.
Yeah.
In a way, this is a nice way to indicate. You see, it goes more forward.
Yeah.
If I have to draw a picture, you know, it looks more like this.
And
Like a Brahmana is a bit lower one, like the one here at the back. The lower it hangs, you know, it's not like a human.
Yeah, it's weird.
It gives a problem.
It does.
And you know, testicles, you know,
They
same size.
Exactly.
everything Round. And so that's just from the eye. If I'm buying for the feedlot, you know, I try to avoid cattle like this. You know, that's a bit longer on the leg. He's not going to give a lot of depth. Even though he's going to be a type of cow.
So you say?
Yes, you can see like it has a shorter, how can I say, depth in his body. So he can probably grow in thickness, but not downwards.
Exactly.
Now the one in front of him, you can see he's a bit more in depth. Though he's a bit skinnier on the skinnier side, he'll pick up more than this one would pick up.
Sure. There's a lot more to a feedlot than that meets the eye.
Yeah, but it's not just for feedlots. You can, how can I say? If you're buying for your farm as well, you always want to buy top quality.
Exactly. Like,